Well, good Monday morning. How the hell are we now? Good news, not so bad. I don't know. What is this, the 11th? 10th? Shit, somewhere in July. Raining sheets right now. Holy shit. They said 6/100s. My ass. Fuck's sake. What are you doing today, Rick? Well, you can see. And we have a whole bunch of those parts we took off the baler sitting there on the tractor. And I should have dumped them in the door. What? Where they've been nice and dry and easy to get to. Now they're out there. And I don't really want to go out there. I'm starting on the chicken run. So I got two of them in here. Clean up the ends. Zing zang welded them. And I was gonna get this thing squared off and then I got it squared off. We're gonna put the next one on over there and then put the top piece on and continue. So it'd be 3 segments long. Does that make sense? Maybe it makes, maybe fucking doesn't make sense. Whatever. Shit. Rain, go away. I mean, I got hay down, so that's dumb. But we have the earlier. I don't know if you can you see out there? Yeah, I got the old fucking John Deere H on the tedder, except for I didn't realize that the John Deere H has the smaller PTO, the old style small PTO. I don't even think this one does it? Anyway, Katie was coming back from visiting her sisters, so she stopped at the old Fleet Farm, grabbed one for me. $15 for a little adapter that goes on there, and then you can let her rip tater chip. Holy shit. Raining sheets, boys. I gotta get that snowmobile drug back in here and finish tearing that apart too, because I got parts on the way finally. I was able to fucking source parts. It's amazing how seasonal those bastards are. And I was gonna start throwing the rest of that scrap in the trailer, because I was gonna fucking fart it and pick through it and piece it out and fuck it. It's just gotta get cleaned up. It's gotta get gone. I ain't got time for that. So I guess I'm gonna be working in the shop for a little while till the rain lets up, because I'm not fucking going in and out of there getting fucking soaked. So whatever. I'll putz around and clean up and clean up and organize a little bit. We got some cleaning in here we can do yet and get everything. We can pick at it and put shit away. So yeah, I'll bring you back when we get back to work on the chicken run. Grab a couple of these. That one's bent. It didn't take but a minute and a half after I got off the camera that the storm quit, so perfect. Fucking minty. So essentially here, we're just cleaning up our weld points because there's no reason to clean up the rest of the shit. Right? So, in interest in not blasting you with sparks, I'll do it over here. Safety glasses. Couple at a time here. Okay, here, I'm gonna put you over here. You can kind of see my setup this way. So this one will come across this way. And we'll square it up the best we can. Oh. Good thing I double checked what I was doing there. Is there a ground clamp down there? Oh yeah, real good. Damn it. Oh, Anita, come in. This is where I really enjoy having this hoist. Adjustable work table. I literally just had a car in here to check it out for them. Bring it back tomorrow morning for some exhaust work. It's pretty much ideal for all situations that I'm doing right now. And you know I say it a lot. Damn, I'm happy with this thing. Nice, we had a little line lead on the old welder there. That's all right. We'll make her work. Leave it running so it stays cool. I could turn yellow there, huh? Perfect. Well, we'll just keep adding on each side, or however we decide to do it. We'll just keep adding on to it, and then we'll end up with our whole one side, and we'll go from there. Okay, so it's a little smoky, a little hazy in here from the welding, but whatever. It's better than the humidity from outside. Yeah, at some point I probably need to put an exhaust fan in. Whatever. Until then. So now we got this roll of chicken wire here. And what I did is I got that, for you guys that watch the live stream and stuff, I got this light bulb changing tool that I always use to unscrew and light bulbs for lighting purposes. And right now I'm using it to put a little bit of a spine in this roll of wire while we try to unspool the tie wire from it. For you guys that haven't worked with chicken wire, patience is a fucking virtue. Out of all the fencing, chicken wire can be a real pain in the ass. I know some guys go back and they just go on and figure out where this is and then they cut it off. I like to save it because it's really light gauge wire. And it actually makes good mechanics wire. As long as you don't need it to be super rigid. If you just need it, I like little fish wire. Oh, just good. Plus I'm kind of cheap. I don't want to buy it. So where are we at here? We'll work on it from that side. The way they lace these things never makes sense to me, but maybe I'm just not a sensible person. Come on. Get over there. There you go. Perfect. Usually, you want to get this, I'm going to trick myself. You want to get this stuff as close to your final destination as possible. And it's real fun when you're working on it in a vertical position, especially when you get down toward the end of the roll and it wants to collapse on you, because the roll has no strength by itself. They put no spine in the thing. So that's what's fun. Always buy wider than what you need. If you're doing a 3-foot fence, buy 4 foot wide. This is 6 foot, so it's wider than what I need. We can trim it. I ain't no thing with chicken wire, or we can wrap it around. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Well, they wrap this both directions. Usually they only wrap it one direction. That must be special. They put twice the wrapping on it. Okay, well, now we're gonna cut it because it gets woven in. I'm not gonna try to pull that many feet of wire back through. I got that one woven through there somehow. Maybe that might be wrong. Oh yeah. Just cut it into the wire. We're good. Still good. You ever seen the machine that makes this stuff on like how it's made or something like that? It's actually pretty cool. It's unwound. Now we can I thought I had a small spool around here. I think I got a small spool. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I got a small spool. Let's put that wire on. I'll bring it back. Okay, I can't find my, I thought I had a little plastic spool, but I might have thrown it out. We'll use an old Freon can. It'll work. It's empty. Ding ding. She's empty. We're doing AC work. Which way did this go now? I just had the end in my hand, didn't I? You see it? Oh yeah. We're gonna get this tangled up like a fucking spider's web. That's okay. We get as much of it as we can anyway. I know how many people are going to be like, what the fuck, Rick? I don't do this with electric fence. I'll do it in here. It's nice. And I can use this shit. Electric fence, once the cows run through it, fuck it. Just wad it up and throw the fuck away. Buy more. Sometimes. Most of the time. But this ain't so bad. Like I said, it does make really handy little mechanics wire. It's not the most rigid. You're not going to be able to push it through something. But if you can get to both ends, you need to pull something through. Yeah. Even if you were going to throw it away, this would be a good way to control it, I suppose you'd say. Or you just make a fistful and then start wrapping. But so now we have our nice tight little coil, and leave a good length on there. Take and loop it back through. Gonna rain again. When I checked, these rain showers weren't even showing up on the radar. Now I just keep passing it around, and that'll keep this from unraveling the roll until you need it. When you need it, I can show you if we get to that point where we use it for something. Look at that. Nice handy little roll of mechanics wire for a couple fucking minutes of my time to save it versus throwing it away. That's why I have so much stuff. It's not because I spend a lot of money all the time. It's because you gotta be thrifty a little bit anyway, because plumbing fittings, I will grab plumbing fittings all day long. I never always have the ones I need, but when I do, the hell with it. And I keep growing. Or if I gotta buy one, then I buy two, so I got another one on hand. And we're gonna go down here to this far end. We'll start down here, and then we'll work our way down. The first couple feet of this stuff is horrible. It's just, it's junk. There's not much straightening it. It's usually all kinked up from the manufacturing process. There's not a lot you can do with it. I don't even know if you could see me down there. Oh yeah. Okay, so fastening, real scientific process in the fastening here. Zip ties. Hopefully we got enough. I got like 5 more packages. I'm sure we'll be fine. This is actually bigger. It's got bigger openings in it than what I anticipated, which I didn't realize that there was. Whatever. It'll still work for chickens. So yeah, you can pretty much discount the first couple of feet. So get to a point where it's decent. Make sure it's semi-square by using the same line of knots across the these zip ties are just long enough too. I mean, just long enough. Shit. So we're gonna coast this back a little bit. So yeah, I didn't realize that that was a bigger weave on the wire than what I've seen before, but okay. Learn something new every day. Okay, so we got the end started. I like to unroll for a little ways, kind of give us another vantage point here. Let's say we go halfway, and then we'll decide. See, I got plenty of extra. Do I want to fold it over? I mean, if I knew exact width, you could order exact width, but I didn't have exact width measurements. Maybe you could, in this application, you could do by the spec, but yeah, I think you can only buy it. Not on the widths anyway, so I'm gonna try to wrap this in and around. So we're gonna try to, if I get you in here, we're gonna try to come around and then pull it and bring it back to about right there for that outside edge. Then bring this forward, and then our slack will be pulled out on the other side. So I'll do that. I'll work on that, get this one side done, and I'll bring it back, show you how we do the other. Okay, so I abandoned my wrapping method because it wasn't allowing me to pull the wire tight enough. I wasn't able to get any stretch on the actual wire itself. So we just pulled it down and then tried to come across on the same line of wire. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Try to pull this down. Maybe I gotta move a couple of these zip ties down a little bit to get the right wire. I don't need a lot of tension on it, but need a little bit to keep it taut. Then again, I want to use that same line, try to keep everything nice and square, crisp, clean, true. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's working out pretty good. I like that method. So I don't know if we're cutting off the excess. I haven't decided what we're doing yet. So we should be able to pull that. Yeah, it's not going to be... Chicken wire is never... You don't get it tight. It's too thin. You don't pull it super tight. The zip ties will hold it stronger than anything, than the wire itself most of the time. So, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing with the excess yet. I can trim it. I can fold it back. I can do a lot of things. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna keep plugging away on this, and when I get done, I'll show you my end result. Okay, so a couple of things here. I started out by equally lapping the wire on each side, and then after a little bit I decided to go away from that plan. So on this side we started with one factory edge, and we zip tied it all the way down, and then we pulled it taut across, and I had to actually undo that end because I needed that to be taut across. Again, it's not super tight, but for chicken wire, that's pretty fucking good, huh? Patience is a virtue. And then pull these ends down, and I'm not sure what to do with these loose ends here, because... So what we did is we used these zip ties to pull everything taut and keep it taut. But when we cut these ends off, I don't think I could get it to spot weld. If I could get it to spot weld, maybe I'll try it. I might attempt that. To hold them wires on there. That would be awesome, really. If I could have, maybe I should have experimented with that first. Seeing if you can spot weld them versus zip tie it. But anyway, we zip tied them all off, and then I trimmed off the far end because that was just going to be too much to try to fold up, and it was just gonna look like garbage. So trimmed it off, cleaned it up. I just don't know what to do with these loose edges. Like I said, I might try to see if I can spot weld, particularly on these ends, because I'm worried about people, so I can put the panel together so it would be toward the inside, but still worried about people cutting themselves on those because they're sharp as shit. And then, so you can see we got, it's pretty straight. You can see if you look down the line here, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, the wire runs, and then that one jaunts off and this one doesn't, so it must have been something in the weaving machine, because this one runs almost perfectly perpendicular to the rail, as does this one here, and that one has a little in it, so it had to be from the manufacturing process. But otherwise, that's one panel. So we have one more to make that's identical to this, and then we have another one to make that has a door in it. So that one's going to be a little bit different, a little bit more complicated. So we won't do a video on the second one of these because there's no reason to. I will do another video on the one with the door in it. That one's going to be a little bit more work, a little bit more involved in that. So if you guys like what I'm doing, throw me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, ring the bell, get my notifications. Memberships are down there if you want one. I do appreciate it because it does help out on the channel. I'm going to see if I can spot weld those ends and clean them up. See what happens. See you next time.